G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 23 Chelsea Career Mode series. It is time for the Carabao Cup Final. Ladies and gentlemen, we have progressed through the simulations to get all the way to the final day up against the mighty Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. And I am very excited to be playing this game and seeing how we get on. Obviously in the Premier League itself, it's been a very rough patch. Lots of things have not gone our way and we are out of form, but maybe winning this trophy could be the start of that momentum shift and getting those wheels turning on the steam train and pushing it towards success. Now, of course, Liverpool are not going to be an easy opponent. They are one of those teams that like to push bodies up the field, really press you high, and then when they do win the ball back, they're always extremely clinical. Of course, in real life, it's been a slightly different story. Similar to Chelsea under Graham Potter, they have struggled with the adaptation of bringing new players into the team, as well as losing key players that were so integral to their system, such as Sadio Mane. So it will be an interesting game to see how everything unfolds in the career mode. And I'm very excited that you guys are going to be joining me and witnessing everything unfolds. Now, our first thing on the agenda for today is of course dealing with the pre-match press conference. Going into a cup final is always something to be excited about. I did put that poll up on the channel asking you fellow Chelsea fans, is the EFL Cup even something to be excited for? And the vast majority of you guys that did vote said yes, it is a trophy worth getting excited for. And it can also be a trophy that spurs you on to get more trophies later in the season. So, with regards to the career mode here, we have been asked the question, are there any special plans? And it's all motivation. Special plans? Not at all. We've prepared well and now we'll go out and play our football. I think that's a very important part when you're looking at a season overall, is are you able to keep the momentum from the first game in the Premier League season all the way to the final game, whether that be in the league or towards the latter stages of those knockout tournaments, most notably the Champions League. Are your boys ready for the game? We need to find some form. The lads know that they've not been at their best. There's so much at stake in this game. I just hope the team can find some form. Now, I'm in the position where I think winning key games where there's lots of eyeballs on you is so important, because it can give you that confidence, give you that inner self-belief to really spur you on and get the momentum. And I think that was a good example of what happened in real life when we beat Dortmund at Stamford Bridge in the Champions League. In saying that, the most recent result against Everton was kind of the wheels starting to spin backwards and skid in the dirt, if you know what I mean. We're not quite bogged yet, but it was definitely a step backwards, and we will talk about that a little bit more in the future. Now, why has the team been struggling? Obviously, lots of hard questions coming into the EFL Cup Final, not so much asking about the steps that we took to get to this current point in time. Now, I'm actually going to answer this question with some brutal honesty, and I'm going to say I have to take some of the blame. It is one of those situations, because this is a career mode where I'm talking to you guys and interacting and expressing my thoughts and feelings on things. I'm trying to create entertainment for you fellow Chelsea fans. And sometimes when I'm in the game, those lapses of concentration can happen. So going forward into this cup final and into the rest of the season, I need to make sure that my concentration is fully focused and give you guys great entertainment, as well as expressing my thoughts and feelings in a very succinct, concise way. On our trip to Wembley, it will unfortunately be raining, so that is not ideal. Playing in the wet, which I'm never a fan of, just makes the game that little bit more unpredictable, with players making mistakes and the ball maneuvering in certain ways. But Liverpool, I don't think that'll affect them at all. I think they're still going to come out with such ferocity and desire to win, and that will be their team. Obviously, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, and Darwin Núñez up top, who I have seen since he's come to the club be the topic of much conversation. Some people calling him a flop, some people thinking that he's not been living up to expectations, but I think that's probably true But in saying that, he is one of those players that is having to adjust to the Premier League. And yes, it might have been a slow start, but a lot of his stats are actually quite good. And, you know, obviously Haaland coming to Man City sort of at a similar time created that debate of who's going to be the best striker in the Premier League, Núñez or Haaland. Obviously that debate is not worth having because the evidence is obvious. But I think Liverpool, as well as Núñez, they're going through that transition period. And I think it'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds for them next season and whether Jurgen Klopp can get the opportunity to do a rebuild. Now, some of you would have noticed in my lineup that I have taken Thiago Silva out of that central center defensive role and I've brought in Kalidou Koulibaly. And the reason is I feel it'll be essential that we have as many people at the back that are able to keep pace with a lot of these, you know, fast Liverpool forwards. And Thiago Silva, as intelligent and as, you know, good on the football as he is very slow. So even though we have Badiashile to the left and Fofana to the right, I think Koulibaly just being that sort of central pivot that can be able to help out and maintain pace with the Liverpool attackers, I think will be so important. So that is why I have made that change. Otherwise, everything else has been so familiar to what we have been doing since all the new signings have come to the club. Of course, Raheem Sterling, no longer available in the career mode, so Mudryk will be taking his position. Now, the other thing that you guys might have noticed is that I have made Reece James the captain to start with. I think because he bleeds blue, he is going to be one of the players I think sticks around for the long term and I think could be a future captain at the Chelsea Blues. I also think Mason Mount, if he signs that contract extension and stays at the Blues, could also be a future Chelsea legend and club captain, especially because Frank Lampard, who obviously has such a great legacy at this club, bestowed the honour of captaincy on Mason Mount in his last game in charge at Stamford Bridge before he was sacked. So I think there's definitely lots of possibilities for these young Cobham lads, and hopefully in this game we can see one of the Chelsea players, especially Reece James, lift the Carabao Cup trophy. Good fast start here by the Blues. Finds João Felix in a nice central position and gets absolutely cleaned up by Virgil van Dijk. Sliding in the wet from behind and he gets off scot-free. No way does the referee not give a card for that. That is so dangerous. Absolutely took him to the cleaners there. But it has given us the opportunity to score from a free kick, something that I've never been good at in these games. So let's just try and whip it up and over and see what happens. Nah. Just wide. Unfortunately, the captain, Reece James, is not able to get us up early in this cup final. Good interception, Kante. Oh, what a pass by Enzo. Can we get a 1-2 maybe? Oh, it doesn't quite work out. Oh, Mudryk with the acrobatic effort, not able to touch it into the net. But that was quite the passage of play. Maybe I could have gone with the shot earlier with Mudryk instead of the cross, but I saw Felix make his way into the danger area and I thought just maybe he could have got a head onto it and bypass Alisson, but unfortunately not. And we've got the ball back again here. Enzo getting on the ball lots early on, which is great. Bad pass there by Kante. And Enzo goes sliding in. Probably going to get revisited there with a yellow card. I wouldn't be surprised. Although if the referee stays consistent, he can't not give a yellow to the Virgil van Dijk situation and then give a yellow for that. Oh, what dribbling. What dribbling by Salah. And he finds Thiago and they've scored just after 15 minutes. Liverpool have got the advantage early, guys. Oh, okay. Let's stay calm. Let's not overreact. I think this is just one of those moments where it's just a moment of brilliance. What a great drawback from Salah there. And he's able to find Thiago, who's got too much space. Kante needs to be breathing down his neck there and putting him under the pump. But instead, he bypasses Mendy and slides and celebrates in front of the Liverpool fans. 1-0 in favour of Liverpool here at Wembley Stadium.
So Chelsea get the game restarted. How will they respond to that goal? Really showing off his wide range of passing skills. Havertz. Oh, what an opportunity.
Get in! Come on! That's the response I desired. Get in, lads. João Felix gets the space, switches onto his right foot, and just curls it into the top right-hand corner. Let's watch this on replay. Great movement by Havertz to get the space afforded to Felix. Not marked properly, and powers it into the back of the net, and Jurgen Klopp is shocked. He can't believe it. He just goes up by a goal to nil, and in the quick of a flash, it is 1-1. Great work by Chelsea there. Fantastic. It's 1-1 here at Wembley Stadium. Get hyped, lads. Fantastic work.
Lovely work to get past his man, making sure it didn't get past him. Reece James. Can they create something from here?
Ah, come on.
Couldn't keep it. Fabinho. Nunez. Well, far from the ideal pass.
Oh, stay in. Oh, come on, Mendy.
The keeper's boot.
Mate, do you need to wear eyeglasses? What is that pass? How are you not able to land the target there? Oh, Mudryk makes a fantastic interception. Can he accelerate away? He can. Where's he going to go? Oh, Fabinho, he just tracks Mudryk so very well and didn't allow him to cut onto his right foot, which is what I wanted to do the whole time. Great defending there by the central defender.
Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez. James. Delivered into the box.
Oh! Is it in? It's not offside? It is! It's a goal! 2-1! Let's go! Enzo Fernandez scores the second and puts the Blues in front. And Chelsea fans around the stadium are going absolutely ballistic in the wet. Quite the passage of play. I did not expect it to go in. The pass was originally intended for Enzo. It didn't get to him. It went to Mudryk instead, who then was able to redirect the ball into the path of Enzo. And he buries it past Alisson and gets us the lead at Wembley Stadium. Come on, boys. Let's go.
2-1. Tight contest here.
Oh, lucky pass there. Bit of momentum shifting our way here. Can we get Chilwell in? Oh, terrible. That was meant to be a 1-2 and it did not unfold how it was written on the script for me. Oh, Kante not quite able to get there.
Darwin Nunez.
Oh, well in Koulibaly.
Quick thinking there.
When he's able to make those challenges, he does it so well. But when he missed times, it's always a problem for us. This has also been a good passage of play. Pressure. Now, Alisson's going to easily collect that. Right, James has found an acre of space here. Finds Havertz. Who finds Fernandez.
Fantastic.
Oh,
The danger.
great interception there. Just before half-time.
Coming up.
Liverpool are not able to make a swift counter-attack.
Artur.
And Kante doesn't make the tackle. But Badiashile does the cleaning up. Gets the mop and sweeps up the mess. Or broom, I guess I should say, in that analogy. Alright, let's just get to half-time here. Even though we are creating something. Can we get a cross in? Nah. It escapes Mudryk on that occasion. And yet, the game is not over. We still need to be charging forward in the second half towards victory. Liverpool can easily flick a switch and change the momentum. 2-1 in favour of the Blues at halftime. Now, of course, our most recent result in the Premier League in real life was against Sean Dyche's Everton. A very, very unfortunate result. It was a performance that I thought was good in some stages and very poor in others. But it's very simple, guys. The result was all because of Graham Potter and his poor substitutions. Again, I think our tactics are overall very sound. I think the way we play is good. But Graham Potter brought on Gallagher, he brought on Zakaria, he brought on Chalobah, a bunch of defensive-minded substitutions. And I think that completely changed the momentum of the game and forced Everton to be a bit more attacking. And we just made simple mistakes in order for that second goal. And it really, really cost us. And we got lucky as well, because with that penalty that Kai Havertz delivered, like, we got so lucky that that was afforded to us by Tarkowski. A terrible challenge. But it's one of those things, guys. Oh, what a save. It's one of those things, guys. When you don't play fantastic football, you need to take your opportunities. And we did with that penalty. But then a moment of a lapse in concentration towards the end, again, cost us in the dying moments against Everton. So that was very disappointing to see. All right. Trying to weave our way through here, guys. Maybe getting a little bit too intricate here. Let's try and get it out to Chilwell. This is a good spell of possession in the attacking third, though. Oh, don't lose it. Come on, keep it. Well done. Oh, I need someone to pass to. Come on, support, guys. Oh, damn it. After all that, Van Dijk makes the tackle on Havertz. That should not be happening. Havertz has to use his size and strength to his advantage. I know he's quite a skinny guy, but still. Go! Go, Mudryk! Oh, he's not able to outpace Matip there. Come on, lads. I think if we get that third goal, we might be safe. 67th minute, 68th now. I think it might be time to make some substitutions as well. The last thing we want is getting caught on the counter. Oh, Diaz easily beats James there. Can he rectify his mistake? Oh, yes, he does. Oh, he gives a goal kick, the referee. Well done, Reece James. Well done. Alrighty, so these are the changes that I'm going to make to get us to full-time, hopefully. Cucurella's going to come in just to be that extra support man. He has been performing well in the career mode. Mason Mount, obviously full of energy, full of excitement. He's going to be that box-to-box player to replace the Enzo Fernandez, who has been playing so very well in this game. But I think Mount, with his full fitness, will be able to get the job done there. And then Mudryk, he's coming off, bringing on Madueke. He's going to switch sides to the right and Felix going on to the left. Madueke, he's obviously a player that is full of potential. And in real life, just got man of the match in the under-21s England game that they had. And he is definitely someone that I think Potter should be playing more of in the starting 11 moving forward into the rest of the season. So this is the team that I'm going to go with.
What can they do from here?
Great work, Cucurella there. Getting the interception. Let's switch it out to James. Now, getting closer and closer to the full-time whistle with this lead intact. It's obviously less vital that we score and maintain possession and force Liverpool to, force the result, if you know what I mean. Because inevitably they will get tired with all this pressing, even though they are sitting quite deep, if you notice that. They've actually got their five defenders sitting back. I don't know what's that all about. Get that out to Kante. Finds Havertz. Oh, it's a terrible pass. a very clumsy effort there. And here come Liverpool now.
10 minutes to go then.
Maybe the tactics that Klopp has got set up here for this cup final is to play on the counter, to sit back and push up quick with their 3 attacking players. I can't imagine why they would be doing that when they're losing. A very strange decision there. Felix able to utilize his dribbling ability to perfection there. He's going to get it out to James, who whips it into Felix, who's not able to get his head onto it. Kante is, though. Oh, get there. Oh, mistimes the tackle.
Well, almost at the end of the game now.
Oh, he's mistimed it again. Come on, guys. So close to the end. Get rid of that. Just clear it. Well done. Fantastic. Oh, good pass there too. Go. Oh, come on. We still got it.
Good pressure high up the pitch. Conte.
Oh, just over the crossbar. Could you imagine if that landed in the back of the net to seal the result? Another substitution here by Klopp, but I think it's all too little too late because there is only 1 minute added on. It's the 91st minute now. It should be full time. Referee, blow your whistle. Yes, he does. And we have got our first trophy of the season in the career mode. A 2-1 result is what it is. And look at the players, all of them running onto the field. Felix gives the fist bump to the camera. Fantastic scenes. This is what I love. This is what career mode's all about, guys, is working hard and getting good results in order to get opportunities such as this. And what I find so interesting about what we do with the Carabao Cup in these career modes is that we completely simulate the campaign up until the final. Just adds that extra bit of chaos, and all those simulations have brought us to this point, to this moment where we are able to get the result in the London rain. Obviously, these cinematics, I'm always quite lukewarm on them. They're always so similar. They always do the same sort of cliched things. This season in FIFA 23, they changed things up, but it just looks a bit awkward in my opinion. But let's not take that away from how good this moment is with the Blues getting a trophy and the main man as well, Reece James, being the one lifting the cup. Hopefully, we can lift the Champions League at the end of this season because it is the only trophy that is still a possibility for us. In saying that, Real Madrid is the opponent in the next stage. Not ideal. The ultimate worst result for us. But let's not take anything away from what's happening here. Chelsea are the Carabao Cup final winners, defeating Liverpool by 2-1. When we look at the player performances, Enzo Fernandez got man of the match. I thought he was absolutely exquisite when he was on the field, just dictating tempo, making really good passes, getting into space, and obviously, you know, scoring a goal as well, which is always great to see. And even though we didn't have any sort of amazing standout players, everyone was sort of sitting in that 7-point range, and that means it's a good overall team performance. So very impressed by what we've achieved here together. If we look at the match facts here, most of the stats were in our favour. Liverpool surprisingly did not pose much of an attacking threat. And as you guys saw towards the end of the game, they were actually sitting super deep. So Klopp should get the criticism there for poor tactics. But I ain't complaining, we bloody won. A great final and a huge achievement for Chelsea, victorious against Liverpool. How are you feeling right now? I would be very intrigued to see how Graham Potter would react if he ever gets the opportunity to win a trophy with the Blues. Because obviously I've not seen him do that for Brighton or any other club that he's managed previously, because they've always been a lot lower in the pedigree. So winning a trophy with Chelsea would be a sight to behold with Graham Potter. Congratulations. How do you rank this as an achievement? This is just the start. We knew Liverpool would be a very difficult opponent, especially with their defensive record, but the players were excellent today. That I could not agree with anymore. I think it's a very important result, and like I said at the beginning of the episode, hopefully it's a sign of things to come towards the tail end. But in saying that, just because we've got a trophy now does not mean we will be impervious to results in the near future. If we look at what happened with Manchester United in real life, they won the EFL Cup and then got walloped by Liverpool at Anfield. Absolutely walloped. So, let's take that as a lesson and apply it to the career mode. Did that seem like a game of two halves? Every player did his job. We knew the opposition would come out second half and put us under some pressure. I was really pleased with how we coped with that as a team. You won, but Liverpool made it tough in the midfield, didn't they? We stayed alert. Obviously on this occasion, Liverpool, they've got so many talented players, but they were able to gel as a team, and the tactics cost them, and that results in a trophy for the Blues. That's all for this Carabao Cup Final exclusive episode here on the Critic Kebab channel. Obviously, make sure you guys are subscribed so that when we come back next week, when the Premier League returns from this very tedious international break, we can deep dive into all our thoughts on what's going on in real life and all the mishaps that Potter keeps making, as well as all the good things that we see on the field with this very young, exciting Chelsea team. Carabao Cup champions, smash the like button, comment your thoughts on the episode, as well as anything happening in real life. I'd love to engage with you down there. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode, and in the meantime, come on you Blues.